Today I really have a little bit of something else for you guys in today's video, and I think it's an important thing to talk about, especially when it comes to the Elder Scrolls community, Starfield community, just the Bethesda community in general. I have Todd Howard behind me to aid me spiritually in this video, so please, I need your spirituality. What the fuck am I doing with this intro? Most of the time when I make these intros of I'm going to do a little bit of something else, it tends to go towards a negative topic. I guess that trend continues for this video because I am going to talk about worries, especially when it comes to Elder Scrolls 6. So I've been playing Starfield a good amount of time right now. I think I am around 40 hours, 50 hours in, something like that. And I'm still playing the game, doing the factions, side quests. I have finished the Ryujin faction. I'm busy now with the Crimson Fleet. I did a lot of stuff already for Freestar Collective. And I still need to do the UC storyline and the main storyline. After that, I will probably be making my review. By the way, this video is not going to be a review of Starfield. If you want to see my review for Starfield, I will be doing that for Ace Ice. So check the Ace Ice channel. It will probably be in the description. But today's video is going to be about Elder Scrolls 6. So far, it's still my most hyped, anticipated game of all time now, basically. I'm still waiting for it eagerly because my favorite game of all time still is Skyrim. It's not to say that I haven't enjoyed Starfield. I have enjoyed Starfield so far, and there are a lot of things that Starfield does very well, especially from a role-playing standpoint. Today's video will be mostly focusing on the procedural generation stuff. If you have played Starfield already, you will notice that there is a lot of procedurally generation content, especially on the empty planets. Well, they kind of have to, because there are empty planets overall, and how are you going to make content for empty planets? Well, you can make handcrafted content. That's what Bethesda normally does for their games, for Elder Scrolls and Fallout. But with 1,000 planets, it's going to be, of course, very difficult to do everything handcrafted. I know that. But what I fear is that they want to make Elder Scrolls 6 a full-fledged Tamriel. If you guys are Elder Scrolls fans, you know what I'm talking about. If you aren't, basically, the Elder Scrolls lore exists of the country named Tamriel, and it's inhabited by provinces. Skyrim is just one province. Most of the time, one Elder Scrolls game tends to be around one province. Oblivion is Cyrodiil, Morrowind is Morrowind, and Skyrim was Skyrim. There has been speculation in the Elder Scrolls community that Elder Scrolls 6 will focus on two of these provinces. One being Hammerfell and the other one being High Rock, I believe. I don't have any problems if they are going to do two provinces. I think that's pretty cool. But I could also see them doing the whole Tamriel, just all the provinces. And I am very worried that they would put skill over substance in general, and that they want to use the Starfield tech, especially the procedural generation, in Elder Scrolls 6. And if you guys don't know how the procedural generation content works in Starfield, if you land on a planet and you walk around, you can see some alien wildlife roaming around, and you see a abandoned research tower as an example. But that abandoned research tower can also be on different other planets that the game generates, and maybe even on the same planet if you land on a different part, or like a mining outpost. And sometimes these things can even have the same layout. And I am not a fan of that at all, and that's one of my most negative things about Starfield at the moment, is just the planetary exploration without the cities. Luckily, there are so many cities with handcrafted content, otherwise I would have not enjoyed this game that much at all. It's there as more of a filler content. And I don't want Elder Scrolls to go the same route, especially if they are going to do the whole country. Bethesda, listen, not every game you make has to be this big. You don't have to make a game with 1,000 planets, you know? I think what I especially want from an Elder Scrolls 6 is maybe just a little bit bigger of a Skyrim. Maybe with 2 provinces, that would be nice. But everything having handcrafted content, and that's what I love about Skyrim. When I go into these dungeons, everything is deliberate. There are some procedural generation stuff in Skyrim as well, don't get me wrong. You have the Radiant quest lines, Radiant AI, stuff like that. But so much stuff in Skyrim is handcrafted. That's when Bethesda is at their strongest, in my opinion. When they do all the handcrafted stuff, building the lore, stuff like that, with environmental storytelling. You see maybe 2 corpses lying around in a cave, and there's a book, and it tells the tale of like a miner or something, and he got robbed by a Thieves Guild member. I'm just saying something, and there could be maybe a little quest behind it that you receive a quest line. That's the stuff I really love about Bethesda games. And when you go with the procedural generation route, you are going to see so much stuff again and again. And I don't want caves in Elder Scrolls 6 to look the same, you know? To have the same layout. There has to be some uniqueness with Elder Scrolls 6. And I'm afraid that Bethesda sees Starfield's success and they will be like, yeah, let's make Tamriel just fully explorable. The thing is, in game development, I've played now so many fucking games in my life, and I'm not really that old yet. Game developers can only make so much handcrafted content at some point. That's the problem. Games are still being made by humans. And teams, budgets, and reality, basically. And I don't think to make everything procedurally generated is gonna solve everything from a content perspective. I especially would rather want Elder Scrolls 6 to be confined and have a ceiling, have a border, have a vision. 2 regions at max, maybe 3 if everything can be handcrafted, okay? But let's say 2 regions, maybe bigger than Skyrim's map, but that everything I play is handcrafted. I want that much more than whole Tamriel to explore. I don't need that as an Elder Scrolls fan, as a Bethesda fan, right? I've enjoyed games that are much smaller in scale, but they have much more quality to them. I hope Todd takes a look at that stuff, at the procedural generation reviews from Starfield. And when I am going to do my review, I will tell you, Starfield is a great game, and it's one of my favorite games this year. But it's not perfect by any means. The exploration is not very good at all, because you are confined with a small space when you land, and basically the small space in space. It's not the free roaming stuff you have in Elder Scrolls and in Fallout. In Elder Scrolls, like in Skyrim, I can walk throughout the whole map and see so much stuff around me. And in Starfield, you have so many loading screens in between. You have to fast travel from system to system. Of course, it's a space game and you can't really do anything about that. If they would have done everything like No Man's Sky, where everything is seamless, that would have been a technical nightmare. Especially at this AAA scale of Bethesda with all the side quests, stuff like that. I mean, No Man's Sky is a fine game, but let's be honest, it doesn't have the charm of the lore and side quests and characters and role-playing that Bethesda games have. I think it was a good decision for what they ultimately have done for Starfield, but that shouldn't apply to Elder Scrolls, or the next Fallout for that matter. I want Elder Scrolls 6 to go in line with Oblivion and Skyrim. Don't make it too big, have the quality in front. And I know procedural generation is sometimes easy, it makes development easy. I have no problem when it comes to terrain generation or something like that, that assets can be made faster, pure for a video game development standpoint. But for gameplay systems, for the player, be careful with procedural generation, because a lot of people get burnt out by seeing the same stuff. And it's really a problem Bethesda still has to fix, in my opinion. So tell me, guys, what do you think of this discussion about Elder Scrolls 6? Are you guys any means worried about procedural generation just like me? Let me know in the comment section down below. Have you guys been enjoying Starfield so far? To be fair, there is a lot of stuff that Starfield does better. Role-playing wise, characters feel much deeper, at least the companions, although there are only 4 companions, I guess with Vasco 5. But they actually have something to say when you are in a questline. I think Bethesda should focus on what they did with Starfield in the role-playing aspects, bring that over to Elder Scrolls 6, but take a good look with that exploration and the procedural generation, because that is just not good at all, and you shouldn't make Elder Scrolls this big. But anyways, let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think of this discussion? Is this a warranted fear of me? Do you guys agree in any way? And the thing is, Elder Scrolls 6, it just takes so long, and that all goes back to the cycle I've been talking about, the development cycle that finally will maybe be broken with the Oblivion remake that's supposedly in development with rumors. I made videos on that, and the Fallout remaster. That would also just make me a bit more optimistic with Bethesda's output, to be fair. Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm not going to do a comment of the day because I haven't any comments on my last videos. My last videos haven't been doing very well, which is sad, but the news about Xbox was big, and most of the time when I make rumor videos, they tend to do better when there's not a lot of attention on it, and there was so much attention on the Xbox leaks. Because of that, more videos got made, I got more competition. So I might focus on smaller leaks and rumors. I will take a look at that, because number-wise for my channel it seems to do better. So I didn't have too many comments on my last video, so I'm not going to do a comment of the day. Don't forget to leave a comment though, because I might do it in the next video and feature you. So don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for watching. As always, like this video, that would help me a ton. Visit my social media in the description down below. And subscribe to the channel if you want to see more gaming news, leaks and rumors. I do that stuff a ton. This was more of a speculation discussion type of video. But still, maybe I will do some more discussion type videos if you guys like that stuff. Let me know in the comment section down below. I will see you guys in the next Get Rekt Gaming News video. Bye bye.